Hello everybody, today we are going to draw a jacket together. As you already know, one of the most important things in technical drawing is to show the levels in a correct way so that whoever is going to make this garment, like the pattern maker, she can check according to the levels, although there is no information about it. But of course the information is also very important. First we are starting from the color. In the jackets, one of the most important thing is always the color. And the color always have a stand that's making it look a little bit stiff and nearly at the half of the neck. The second thing about the jackets is where you are going to locate the buttons or the opening system so that the cleavage is going to be defined. Then there's always the length, and here we start. I'm going to make the placement of the button first. So I want to have a low collar. So I place the button in the middle of the center front. This is center front, right? Then where I reach here and I mark a little bit away from the collar, I match them together like this. After that, I'm going to come from this place slightly curved, but here always 90 degrees like this. Here now, I come from 1 millimeter, and how wide you want to have this collar, you decide accordingly. Then I'm making the top part of it. I come after that. This part is important. Note that there needs to have a cutting here so that this part will be much better fitted. Then, like, I decide to make something very normal. If you want, you can curve this part. Maybe you can come and make it a little bit bigger lapel. This is up to you. Here I also don't forget to give the 1 millimeter, and I don't forget to make my stand because here I have a stand. After that, I make parallel line to my collar line. Here, how many buttons you want to have, you have to decide. Like, I'm going to make, with your eye you decide, you generally, like I want to have something like that. Here, if you want to have a little bit of a shoulder pad here, you need to come a little bit off. But you don't need to follow this one exactly. Like, you can correct it a little bit, but this is the important part. You have to come a little bit lower. Then also don't forget that jackets are garments that is going to be worn on top of another garment, like blouses, shirts, tops. So you need to give some spacing. And after that, maybe if I make a little bit curved line, it's going to look much better on the body, because on the body, with the natural fillness of the 3-dimension of the body, it's going to look completely more normal. If you take out your jackets, you will see that I'm saying the right. They are always a little bit curvy. Here, I'm going to make a princess seam. As you can see, you don't need to go exactly from this part. You can make little bit off, because especially if you want to make some pockets here, this amount will be very narrow, generally speaking, but you can do also higher from here. You can make just by darts, But this part should have a nice blend. If I want to make a pocket, I'm not making it like that. I'm giving a little bit angle so that on the body it looks normal. Maybe I want something like a welt pocket with a flap. I'm drawing a very classical type of technical jacket. I will eliminate these also. At the end it will look like this. What about the sleeve? The sleeve hem very rarely finishes here. The jackets are coming until here, and what I do, I'm just making it with the ruler. After that, I need to come parallel to that line. And as you can see, I also left some, even though it's a tight fitted one, I need to put some room. This direction I come, and according to the shoulder, what type of a shoulder you want, you come like that. At the end, we are going to get rid of these small details. But one of the other important part is that, generally speaking, we like to have a tailored sleeve for our tailored jackets because of the body movement of the arms. Natural silhouette is something like that. So with the tailored sleeve, all these two cuts are allowing us to make some natural movements. Otherwise, you have to make it very big, and here you cannot make it a good fit. So now I'm going to, this part is very important. Again, I'm repeating, my button is centered here, because one of the most common mistakes in the technical drawing of jackets is to fold it from the wrong place. So here you can see that, maybe I can make everything more visible like this. Here. This part is very important. If you come, when you are making this point, if you come to the same spot like the center front, that means you did something wrong, like folding from a wrong placement. I will show you now what I'm talking about. Here, as you can see, there is an overlapping here. So this is ending here. So if you make the folding from the front center line, then it's okay, because here, as you can see, like this is my center front, and here this is parallel line. And also don't forget to make this part 1 millimeter difference than this part. Now it looks normal. What about the back? Here I'm going to use this one to make the whole back. I'm making this to make it faster, but even when you do it like that, still with the when you trace it on the A4 paper, you need to make with the rulers. Don't forget about this. I need to make it fast now, so I'm showing you only the first page. Here. Always to this direction to blend better here. And from here, the same way. And really pay your time. You see, if I make even a slightest change within the direction of the pencil, I can get a different result. Here. I reached here. And now I have to make something like blending. It can be a little bit of curvy, no problem. Like I could have made curlier. Like this one is also possible, but here I do. Then I make something like blending these two lines. What else? I still need my tailored sleeves. It can be a little bit bigger or the same way. Generally speaking, it is a little bit bigger. And here, if there are some slits, like I mark it like this, then I'm placing the buttons. I will make a tracing from here, so I'm making just here. I still need a construction at the back, but I don't have any breasts here, so that I can have a softer line. Now for the rest, I'm always making like a folding. Now be really careful. You see, this shouldn't be happening. The perfect way is to make the one side and then duplicate all the rest from the other side. Otherwise, you can have differences like these, and these are mistakes. They are very common mistakes, so I try to show you with the common mistakes. So, in technical drawing, you need to be methodologic, and you have to be very careful and do it everything step by step. Like, this is a correct way to do it. And also, in many cases, we have a cut for less fabric consumption at the back, and sometimes you have even a slit, so that it's easier to have a comfort zone. So this is how to make a jacket. Thank you for watching.